where you live, finding parking for your bus, tiny house, van, or RV can be a challenge. Subscribe today and follow along. I've owned both a tiny house and my current bus, so I'm going to share with you my tips on how to find a parking spot for your alternative home. First, am I a stealth van or vehicle that wants to avoid rent altogether? Or am I a converted bus or a tiny house that's trying to achieve a reduced rent? Let's say you answered stealth vehicle. Have a list of 15 places that you can switch off and on.
For boondocking, obvious routine is your enemy.
Yeah, maybe you parked successfully one night in a spot, but if you don't want to run into trouble or wear out your welcome, the more locations you can park in, the less chance you're going to have any trouble.
Check the rules of local casinos. Many will offer free overnight parking.
Does your local Walmart offer overnight parking?
Keep in mind, not all Walmarts have overnight parking, so check for any signs that indicate they tow. Look for Walmarts that are not attached with other businesses. Usually you want a supercenter.
Metro stations and bus stops sometimes offer free overnight parking.
Because riders sometimes leave their vehicles to take public transit, this can be an option for truly stealth vehicles. Check your local station policies.
A lot of truck stops will allow cars and vans to park for a night or two.
Always find a spot out of the way of the general flow of traffic.
Try reaching out to your local churches.
They have large, often unused parking lots. Also, they list their phone numbers online.
A lot of churches will offer free overnight parking. For most of these, you need to solve the one big problem, condensation, i.e. the big giveaway that you're in your van. For the not so stealthy alternative homes like tiny houses and bus conversions, you have a whole different set of options. You're willing to spend some money. And guess what? People need money. The biggest key to success in finding a parking spot is networking. To find a parking spot for my tiny house in Alaska, I posted to my Facebook.
Try posting to your friends and well-attended Facebook groups.
Do not underestimate your Facebook. If you live near where most of your friends on your friend list live, your Facebook can be a wealth of individuals who need money, who also know who you are and that you aren't going to rip them off. We lived in a spot we found on Facebook for 15 months.
To fit in more places, try neutral paint. And for older buses and RVs, consider a fresh coat.
Secondly, you can post this to Craigslist. Formulate a well thought out letter that lets the reader know who you are without giving away your identity. Clue them in on all the specifics they might want to know or be concerned about before they answer your ad. Like, what amenities do you need? Do you have a full solar array and all you need is a water spigot and a place to dump your gray water? Do you know how many gallons of water you use daily? Do you need a little more like Wi-Fi, electrical, full sewage and water hookup? Is your bus, tiny house, RV insured? Do you have any pets, inside or outside pets? You can post to Housing Wanted on Craigslist, but I've had more results and answers from posting in the short-term gigs location, like domestic, labor, and creative.
Posting to multiple gig types will reach a wider spectrum of people, which will help your success.
This is a way to make an amiable deal between someone who needs a little bit more money a month and you who need a place to park your vehicle or tiny house.
Finding a spot may be as easy as checking a local RV park.
If you work for a small business or you know the owner of a small business, you may have some luck asking them or dropping some hints. Justin and I found luck this time with this method. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. If you like videos like this, give us a like and help us reach our goal of 5,000 subscribers by subscribing to us today.